Tawnie!
Hey, Jesse.
What's up?
Yeah, it's at Havana Grill. I don't think I've been here before.
You haven't been here? Well,
Not yet.
You're going to keep coming back. I'm here all the time. I think I'm here so often, they think I work here.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's silly, right?
Well, I came hungry.
Well, let's go. Let's try it.
Well, Jesse, we have quite a treat, right? Because you dine here often, but today we're actually here with Sandra Cardet, the owner, the founder, the mama of all things good. Thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for having me.
What a title, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And can we just take a second to enjoy these incredible smells that are coming from this table? You're a mastermind.
Well, I mean, I think that's part of the experience is you have to be able to smell the food,
Yes.
see the beautiful, it's visual, and it's, you know, all your senses should be involved in the food.
And you got your start in Havana, right?
Well, I wasn't born in Havana. I was born in a little town in Oriente province.
Okay.
And this is food from my area of Cuba. Because,
love
you
it.
know, there are regional differences in Cuba also, just
Sure.
like there are here in the United States.
So you brought all that love to San Diego, and this has been your home for how long now?
For a long time, since I was a child and my parents moved here, but we've lived here a long time.
So the food that we have here, would this be traditional Cuban food, Cuban American food, a little bit of both?
No, this is traditional Cuban food, but the food itself was influenced by Africans, Europeans, Italians, French. So Cuban food is an amalgam. It's really a mix of all kinds of other cuisines that are African and European in origin.
Amazing.
And for those who haven't had the opportunity, which is crazy, to enjoy Cuban food, the way Cuban food is made, one, with love, of course.
Absolutely.
But so much flavor and spices, marinades, but not spicy, right?
No, Cubans do not eat spicy chilies. None of this will burn your mouth or your throat. Cubans flavor their food in a complex way. So we have a layering of flavors here that starts with onions, peppers, garlic, olive oil, and then we season with cumin and oregano and other spices.
My mouth is watering.
So that's why you get these amazing fragrances from the food, and the flavor profile is so complex.
So we have some of your favorites in front of us. Tell us a little bit about some of the dishes.
Where do you want to start?
Let's see, mine, because I'm drooling over this one. What do we have here?
Well,
Looks like a half a chicken.
We call that pollo, and pollo just means chicken in Spanish.
That I got.
And that is a half Mary's chicken. It's a free-range chicken, and we brine it for 24 hours before we even put the rub on it.
Wow.
And then we roast it.
Oh my
we have
gosh.
a wonderful rub that goes on there, and we roast it when you order it.
Oh my gosh, the juiciness.
It is juicy. It
Yes.
is definitely
I
juicy.
like the skin.
Yes.
That is my favorite.
Yes.
I mean, that hits your taste buds first, and then the chicken, yeah, a lot of flavor in that.
Thank
Really,
you. Thank
really
you very
good.
much. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Right? And so what's the one closest to you?
This one is called lechon,
I've been
and
waiting.
we call it lechon, which means baby pig, but that's our word for it. And we marinate this pork, chunks of pork.
So good.
We marinate it overnight, and then it goes into the oven and it's roasted for 6 hours.
Wow.
So the flavor of that pork is amazing.
And
I
it
mean,
just
nothing
falls
else
apart.
tastes like
It
that.
does fall apart. I mean, you don't need a knife.
No,
At
no,
all.
no, no, no. It's fall apart and very flavorful. Very flavorful.
So my first experience with Cuban food was when I was in Miami.
Yes.
And, you know, you would think that I'd have a little bit more experience, not at this age, but I hadn't. And I fell in love with it. I went to Little Havana, and I was only planning to go there for, you know, one day, an hour, have a meal. I kept going back every day. So when I flew back to San Diego, the first thing I did was Google Cuban food, and you guys popped up. And I've been
The
coming
best.
ever since. And I try something new all the time, and everything I try is amazing.
Thank you. Well, we have a philosophy here, and that is, if we can't make it truly spectacular, excellent, we just don't put it on the menu. We don't serve it. It
I
has
love
to
that.
be excellent.
Yep.
And if it's not, you won't find it here. So everything on the menu is exceptional.
Yeah, I could see the passion, not just in you when you talk about it, but in the food. I taste it as well.
Oh, thank you. That's the idea.
And everything too. I mean, you walk into here and it feels like you're walking into a home, right? The ambiance, the lighting, all the plants.
There's always Cuban music
I love that.
playing, and you can see
There
people
is.
kind of moving their shoulders sometimes.
Are you sure it's not
at
from
the
the
table?
food?
I think they're a little happy with what they're eating. Yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
No,
Yes.
they
Excited,
rock
Dan?
back and forth with the food and the music.
Yes. And what I love too is that you cut no corners. So not only on your recipes, but all your food is organic, non-GMO. You use extra virgin olive oil, just the extra steps in everything.
We do. This is the way I cook at home. And so it just seemed to me that if I could duplicate that in a restaurant
Yes.
setting, it would be a hit. And thank goodness it has been.
I wish you were my mama growing up.
Because this is the same way we cook at home.
It's noticeable, right? I mean, it's comfort food. And I think of comfort food, I think of my mom, my grandmother, that flavor comes through, but sometimes I also think it could be a little heavy. And that's not the case here at all.
It's not going to put you to sleep. This
No,
one's
you're not
fried
gonna
and you're
get-
not
yeah.
going to go to sleep.
No, you're
I
not.
was eyeing
Now,
that one. You
be
went
careful
right
because
for it.
that
I
is
know.
chock full.
I should have wore a bib.
That is chock full of beef.
Amazing.
And raisins and onions and peppers and
It's
garlic.
the perfect, like, salty sweet.
So I got to ask you, we
Yeah.
have some amazing food here, but I was told on Fridays, you guys do something special here, right?
Yes, we do.
Tell us about that.
Every Friday and Saturday night, we put out a big 36-inch paella. It's
Wow.
a seafood paella.
Okay.
And there are only a limited number of servings in that pan. But we put it out in front and we serve you the fresh, hot seafood paella right from the pan.
I didn't know about this
gonna have to
until
come back,
right
Jesse.
before we started filming. Yeah, I'll be here Friday.
Yes. And to top it all off, after you eat this glorious feast, rumor has it you have the best desserts in San Diego and then some.
Well, we don't really focus on desserts, but like I said, everything we serve has to be exceptional.
Yes.
So the few desserts we do have are exceptional. From the rice pudding, which we call arroz con leche, which we make with an infusion of star anise and cinnamon sticks.
Yep.
And we have a wonderful guava and cream cheese pastry. It's in a puff pastry, and we bring the guava in from Brazil. It's the best guava that we can make.
Love it.
And we have an amazing flan. Everything here is made from scratch with the same ingredients that we would use at home.
And I know you've made us feel like family, so we can attest that I'm sure everybody that walks through your doors is family as well.
They feel that way, and sometimes they won't leave without giving us a hug.
Okay, well, we won't leave without giving you a hug too, but I don't think we're going to leave this table for a while because we're diving
You're
in.
getting 2 hugs from me.
So thanks for showing us
Good.
a little bit about Havana Grill.
Well, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having us.